I just wanted to show some cute creative ideas for Easter baskets this year as alternatives to toys or candy that we normally put in. Some of these are for our youngest readers. We have our classic That's Not My series, which now has 50 books in the entire series, can you believe it? And these are wonderful touchy-feelies. They have different textures that your baby and toddler can touch and just go through and experience. Also repetitive texts and simple black and white contrast that help stimulate their minds. A must in every baby's library. As well as our Peek Inside series. This is the garden. This is known for little lift the flaps and cutouts with just simple text and beautiful illustrations in here so that they can lift and see what's hiding under all these cool flaps. So it's different bumblebees, it's a butterfly on a flower. So this is a lovely one for toddlers. If your child is just learning and beginning to read, these Young Beginner series are wonderful, as well as the Beginner series. The Young Beginners, we have baby animals and flowers. They have simpler texts and just illustrations that they use, not real life pictures yet, but they break it up in little small chunks of information that you can read with your child or they can start to read on their own. And the Beginner series is just slightly more advanced. Now they're using actual photographs as well as illustrations. They're using a little bit more complex vocabulary and terminology and a little more chunks of information, but they're all wonderful for beginner readers. Moving on to our Lift the Flap questions and answers, we have what makes it rain now that it's spring and we're dealing with rain and all the flowers coming out. This has a lot of great answers to your questions about why are there rainbows? What makes the sun so hot? All these different things that they might come up to you and ask and you don't know all the answers. Just send them to these books. These are really great, but they present it in such a fun way. So I highly recommend these Lift the Flap answers, questions and answers. They also have How Do Flowers Grow, which is good for the spring. This charming book called Garden Sounds is one of our Usborne sound books. And it's really, has some really beautiful sounds. Real life birds and different insects that go along with the storyline, different finger trails and cutouts that your child can explore. It's just beautiful illustrations that are very relaxing. Who doesn't love that? So Garden Sounds are wonderful. We're also known for our dual readers. We have, this one is the Bible stories, and they have 6 Old Testament stories and 7 New Testament ones. Now dual readers are known for having 2 lines of text. The top lines are simpler, where you can just read those on their own and it will make a whole cohesive story. But as they start building upon their reading level, they can add the bottom lines, which are more complex and have more details. And they can add onto those and it'll make a fuller story. It's also great for bedtimes when you are tired and running out of time and just want to keep it shorter and sweeter. You can just read the top line and it'll all make sense. So these are wonderful. Oh, and it comes with a CD as well, so you can play that in the car and they can read along with. Usborne is also known for our Shine-a-Light books, also known as flashlight books. And this is The Secret of the Apple Tree. These are so engaging and interactive. And what you do is if you have a flashlight or some sort of lighting device to hold up behind it, it reveals the answer to what the question is on every page. For example, this says, can you see who is resting under the leaf pile? Ooh, what do you see there? That's right, it looks like a little frog or toad. And then when you turn the page, it shows what it is and gives more information about this. So these are great for learning different concepts about what makes a tree grow, what makes, we have 13 of them now, so we've really expanded the themes that are included in the Shine-a-Light books. We also have our busy books, the Pullback and Wind-Ups. This one is a Pullback bug. There's the car and truck and train and bus, so many more, that you would just take it out, pull it back, and they would wind and run around on this little track. So this is a great one for spring. We also have books for older readers, believe it or not. We have some little pocket books if your child loves animals or different concepts. They can just, references real quick. They can just carry them around with them in the car for light reading. We have all of these books as well that they can look at and learn about so many different mammals or insects or bugs. And all these chapter books as well. They go from beginner chapter books. This is a great beginner one, the Billy Bee. feels like a more substantial chapter book, but it's really, it just lays it out with pictures very simply. So this is a great transition for children who are just learning how to read and building upon that. So we have a lot more chapter books in our collection. We also have wonderful interactive activity books that you can take around with you anywhere. We have cards that are these are super, super fun that you can take. They're very portable and light. What we do a lot of times with these 100 things for children to do on a trip is you just punch a hole in the corner, put them on a little ring, and it comes included with a little dry erase pen, and they can draw and answer the questions and make different creative pictures and riddles, and just take them around when you're at the restaurant or in your car. Also animal doodles. There's a lot of teaching you how to draw type of games. We have brain games and stuff for road trips or when you're on a plane. Just really good stuff for the brain, as well as art. We have shiny foil patterns. We have some rub downs. We have magic painting now. My son loves this fingerprint activity book, as you can already tell. He's gotten into this. But he actually spent a whole flight going from here to Denver and just did almost the entire book very patiently. Did each of his fingers a different color, and he loved this. Sticker books. We're known for wonderful sticker books. We have Build the Town, Build Your Own Cars or Trucks or Superheroes. A lot of these books are also reusable, so they're going to be a little more heavy duty that you can reuse again and again and readhere. If your child is into folding paper planes, this is a great one too. We have 100 paper planes, 100 more paper planes, and we have paper birds that you can make. All of the papers in here are different, and they'll show you how to actually fold these in order to make different types of planes. 50 science things to make and do is also a great one. This uses a lot of just simple everyday items that you have around your house, but it really expands your imagination and sees what you can do with just everyday objects. Like I said, more drawing books and coloring books, interspersed crayons and colored pencils with them. Let your imagination go wild. So I hope you have a wonderful Easter and a great spring, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.